Store?
Even in the buying experience, we know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking about.
We're looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially in the strength and durability of our mowers. So you know your Hustler will stand the test of time. We think the difference is obvious. With our welded fabricated steel deck, high-strength 11-gauge one-piece frame, and the precision control of our smooth track steering, anyone can mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Back here at Community Stadium, it's now time for our national anthem. Let's listen in as the Muscatine Band performs. National anthem tonight as we march closer to kicking off a new season. Big crowd on hand this evening, one of the larger we've seen here at Community Stadium in a while, and it's a beautiful night for football. High today reached around 82 degrees, sunny out all day, and the temperature is going to drop back into the 70s. Just you couldn't ask for better weather for a football game this evening. A lot better than we had the first week of last year, if you recall. Muskies traveled up to Marion that night, and it was a toasty one for sure all over the state of Iowa week one. That's not the case tonight, though. Beautiful night for football, and the Linn-Mar Lions are in town. The Lions have gone to the playoffs 3 straight years, although everyone went to the playoffs a couple of years ago, the COVID-shortened season. Linn-Mar, a recent success. However, if you look at kind of a 10-year window, they're not the giant power you might make them out to be. They've only had 3 winning seasons in the last 10 years. So this a team that's on the rise, but a team that shouldn't scare anyone. Now, you look back at last year, and that was a tough season and a tough opener. Linn-Mar opened up with an easy victory on that night, 63-14. In fact, Linn-Mar has won the last 3 games between these two teams, winning also back in 2019 and 2018. Last year did not go so well, and from the start, and if you want to look at keys to tonight's game, really it's about getting off to a good start. The guys are feeling good about themselves, new season, a lot of people back, a lot of good players back. So you got those good vibes going. You want to kind of get off to a good start and and prove to yourself that your feelings are correct, that, yeah, you are a different team this year. You are a better team. Last year, it was ugly from the start. Lions scored early and then a pick six, and it was 14-0 Linn-Mar just 3 minutes into that ball game. And it didn't get any better from there. A 42-7 Linn-Mar lead at halftime, and that pretty much all you needed to know about last year's game. Now, what you need to know about the Lions is they lost a lot of players to graduation. One player they didn't lose, however, is going to be a name you hear a lot tonight. Number 26 for Linn-Mar, Carter Henderson, one of the top running backs in eastern Iowa. 156 carries last year, 1,180 yards rushing, 16 touchdowns for Carter Henderson. And there's no doubt the Lions and Coach Tim Lavelle are going to center their offense around Henderson again this year, starting tonight. Quarterback, well, that will be a fresh face, as everyone who played quarterback last year for Linn-Mar graduated. So no returning snaps on this Linn-Mar team. So that will be something to watch as well, how quickly they're a run-first team as it is, but Abe Benning and Austin Waller are your two signal callers for Linn-Mar. Looks like Waller, the sophomore, is going to get the start tonight for the Lions. That's what's really to look at there for that Linn-Mar squad. They lost a lot of players on defense. Their top 6 tacklers from last season gone to graduation. So while Muscatine has a lot of players back, Linn-Mar has a lot of fresh faces, and that could make for a closer game tonight, an exciting game in this opener. A lot of action around the area this evening, as it's a full slate here on opening night. There was one game last night, and it was a game that Muscatine fans have some interest in. Took place up in Cedar Rapids at Kingston Stadium. Cedar Rapids Kennedy defeated Iowa City West 28-19. Iowa City West will get a first-hand look at the Trojans next week. That's the opponent for the Muskies. The first road game will make the short trek up to Iowa City to take on an O and West team. Other games of local interest: Davenport West plays at Clinton tonight. North Scott travels to Brady Street to play Davenport North. The Bettendorf Bulldogs make the long trek to the Des Moines area to take on Urbandale. Davenport Central faces Central of DeWitt, and Cedar Rapids Prairie plays Pleasant Valley, a battle of top 10 teams. Getting closer to kickoff here tonight. We're going to take one more break here on the pregame show, and then we'll be back for kickoff. You're watching Muskie football on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Roland Glenbine back here at Community Stadium in Muscatine as we are inching closer to kickoff of a brand new season tonight. Muskies and Linn-Mar Lions. The Lions will kick this off, going left to right to start off the first quarter tonight. Muskies looking for a big return. That was a strength of their game last year. And Paul Henry will retreat to hopefully receive this kickoff. He joins Braden Lane back around the 5-yard line to receive the Linn-Mar kick. Also great to be back in season, game number 1 at a beautiful community stadium. Brand new improved scoreboard out there. The field looks as great as it did last year. Fans packed into the stadium tonight. We are ready for football. And then the ball rolls off the tee. So they'll reset. Mitchell Fram, the kicker, for Linn-Mar, a 5'8" senior. And he's having trouble getting that ball to stay on the tee. So 2 times it didn't work. He'll try a 3rd time. Kind of angled strangely. Got to be aware of any kind of trickery to come out and start the season. Fram is ready. Lions are ready. We're ready, and football is underway. The 2022 season begins with the ball fielded at the goal line up to the 15-yard line, and that's where the Lions stop the progress on the return by Paul Henry. So the Lions offense comes out onto the field, led by senior quarterback Landon Batty. Luke Hardy out there as well. Sawyer Zeck. Team lines up, and we'll see what they bring us here in this brand new season. Expect a lot of Ty Kozad as well as he lines up in the backfield behind Batty. Batty under center. Takes the snap, turns, gives to Kozad. He's met at the line of scrimmage and brought down right away. So 1 play under our belts. Not a lot of yards gained. We'll call it right back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Muskies. Glad you could join us today on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network, your home of Muskie sports. All season long, tell a friend, tell a family member. 2nd and 10, throwing some pressures. Linn-Mar and a flag thrown on the near sideline. Somebody was offsides. And that's a free 5 yards for the Muskies, and that's big right there. It takes 2nd and 10 and makes it 2nd and 5. Linn-Mar showing some pressure there and just got a little bit antsy. So a free 5 yards for the Muskies. Much more manageable here. Unbalanced line to the left here. Batty takes the snap. Here's the handoff. A little bit of a hole. Nice move. And a 1st down for Muscatine. Braden Lane on the reverse to the strong side of that unbalanced front. And that right there is a 1st down for the Muskies. Want to thank the Muscatine Power and Water Company for sponsoring our pregame show tonight. 1st and 10. Here's the turn and yet another give. Kozad made the first man miss, picked up a couple of yards off the right tackle, and 2nd and 8 upcoming for Muscatine. We talked about Kozad a little bit in the pregame show. Just a junior. Fast, super fast. Star on the Muskies track team. Went to state in track in both the 100 and 200 meters. Says he clocked a 4.3440 over the summer. There's the give up the middle and right back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a half a yard. And that will bring up a 3rd down and long situation here for the Muskies, trying to keep this first drive of the season alive. Call it 3rd down and 8, just 2 minutes into this ball game. And perhaps our first pass of the season upcoming here for Landon Batty. Batty under center. Completed 64 of 129 last year, and there's some movement up front. Now the situation becomes a little harder for Muscatine as they'll march it back 5 yards on the illegal procedure. Always going to get some penalties in week 1 of the season. Both teams picking up their first here in the first few minutes of this ball game. So 3rd down and 13 upcoming for Batty and the Muskies. Batty under center. Sawyer Zeck splits off wide to the near side. Drop back, looking to throw. Coming this way, looking towards Zeck. Throws it up, and there was side. Oh, and there it is. There's the flag. Not really a catchable ball, but an easy call there for the referees. An early hit on the receiver. They were trying to go to Matt Keener, the tight end, I believe, and 3 flags that one garnered, so that will be a pass interference on the Lions. Costly mistake there for Linn-Mar. That would have been incomplete in a punting situation. But an automatic first down for Muscatine, and the drive stays alive. 2 first downs in counting as the Muskies march towards midfield. They'll set this ball up at the 41-yard line. The 2 first downs under the belt. We talk about getting off to a good start. Can they get another first down? Can they get in the end zone? Batty under center. A wing formation this time. A give off to the back. And Kozad spins out of one tackle. Can't get out of the second. And Kozad picks up a couple of yards. Sets up a 2nd down and 8 upcoming for the Muskies as the clock ticks down to the 9-minute mark. Last year at this time, the Muskies are already trailing 14-0, so already much better start to the season. Coach Hawkins has his play in and taking some time. Clock already down to 12 seconds. Haven't officially broke huddle yet. Now they do. Again, a tight formation. Back, and the give off is not going anywhere, and that's Luke Hardy. Luke Hardy losing some big yardage on that 2nd down play. Lions had that one snuffed out. And now a real tough situation for this Muskie offense. 3rd down and too many to count right now for the Muskies. We'll call it 3rd and 18 upcoming for Muscatine. Kind of a tight wing look, however, and out of the under center, Batty. Batty is going to keep it himself, breaks 1 tackle, picks up yardage up to the 40-yard line. Not quite enough, though, and the punting unit will come out for Muscatine. Couple of first downs, they move the ball about 25 yards, and now we'll have to give it off to Linn-Mar, barring any trickery here. 7.5 to play in quarter number 1. High snap, the punt, angled towards the near side. Nice punt, it's bobbled, picked back up by the Lions. And a nice return back to about the 24-yard line for Linn-Mar, and they will get their first crack at it from there as Ben Blackford bobbled that ball. He had to retreat on it, catch it over the shoulder. Was able to get the ball back, however, and Linn-Mar will start off at their 24-yard line. Just underway here tonight. Beautiful night for football at Community Stadium in Muscatine. Home opener. Large crowd on hand, and Linn-Mar Lions will take the field for the first time on offense, led by their sophomore quarterback, number 11, Austin Waller, a 5'10", 170-pounder, an offense that likes to run the ball. We talked about Henderson, and it's not Henderson getting it first. It's number 32, and a nice stop there by the host of Muskie defenders. Jackson Severson gets the first carry of the night. Hardy among those on the tackle, and a 2nd down and we'll call it 8 yards upcoming for Linn-Mar. Two receivers set off to the right. Waller under center. Waller gives off to Severson again. Severson has it up to about the 30-yard line. And a 3rd down coming up. So we do not see Henderson on the field. I did not hear anything was wrong with the young man. We'll keep our eye on that and see if we can spot number 26. May see number 26 over there in street clothes, and that would be a big sigh of relief for Muscatine. An unknown injury keeping one of their star players off the field. 3rd down and 5. Linn-Mar bobbled the snap. They get it back. Gonna throw. Throwing into the flat. Got a man wide open and overshoots him. And the Muskie defense holds. So out comes the punting unit for Linn-Mar. And the Muskies do their job on defense. 3 and out. They'll get the ball back here at 5:47 to go in this first quarter. Standing at the 15, 14-yard line, we'll call it here, a punt. And now we have a whistle and timeout going to be taken by Linn-Mar. We'll take it alongside them, and early break here tonight. No score on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a 0-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a 0-turn mower.
Like this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time. Normally,
Back here at Community Stadium, the punt is away, fielded at the 45-yard line and brought down right there. Not much on the return. Nice catch by Braden Lane, and good field position for the Muskies on this second possession of the season. Great job by that defense, holding down a Linn-Mar offense that has been explosive in the past. Now can the offense get the ball into Lion territory? Batty barks out the signals, and they'll split a man off to the near side. That's Daniel Adams. The snap, and Batty is attacked right away before he could even hand the ball off. Turns around and maybe picks up a half a yard. Muskie offense has come out and run on every play but one. They got a penalty and pass interference on their one pass attempt. Leaning heavily on the running game thus far for Coach Hawkins. They'll split a man off near side. Ball placed in the middle of the field. Turn and the give to Kozad. Kozad is able to fall forward for a couple of yards. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 7 for the Muskies as they inch closer to midfield. The ball on their own 48-yard line. Daniel Adams brings the play in, the senior receiver. 6'3", tall, lanky receiver out on the edge. If Batty puts the ball up here or not on 3rd down and 7 yards. Adams does split off here to the near side. Batty under center, turns, and is met by a host of Lions right away. That play never got a chance to develop as the Lions shot the gap. And a 4th down upcoming for the Muskies, so not as productive on drive number 2. Picked up a couple of yards, and we'll have to punt it away here as we march down to about 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. High snap. Line drive kick. Run up and caught at the 30. And brought down right there out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That's where the Lions will set up shop here for their second start drive of the season. Taden Ferguson on the return there. Defense did good on the first drive. Now they got to come right back out on the field. Not that long of a break on the sidelines. We'll talk about on the sidelines. The Muskies have a few players going both ways. That's something Linn-Mar has decided not to do at all this year. They have the numbers to do it. 57 players listed on this varsity roster. That's 20 more than the Muskies have. First down, a little jet sweep around the end, and a nice pickup there by the Lions' Dylan Muskie. Got out of bounds and stopped the clock. When you have 57, now there is a flag on the field, and that one's going to come back. Holding on Linn-Mar, so perhaps that's why there was such a big hole. They'll march that back. It's a lot easier with 57 players to do everything, to practice, to be able to rest some players, have them concentrate on offense and defense, and really avoid injury. You got guys going both ways late in those games. You get a little tired, and it's a little harder on the body. Easily can bring along some injuries, and that happened to the Muscatine Muskies a bit last year. All right, first down and long upcoming for Linn-Mar. Back to pass. Sophomore QB under some pressure and gets rid of it as he was coming down. They'll say incomplete. He had a receiver somewhere in the vicinity. No flag on the play. For grounding, Austin Waller able to get rid of it. And second down and long upcoming for Linn-Mar. Now they do throw a flag, a very extremely late flag, as the referees talked about it. And I think we might have an intentional grounding coming up. The Lions are ready to snap the ball. The officials are meeting over on the hash mark at the 20-yard line, and a flag is dropped. So as it turns out, after further review, we are going to have, it looks like, a grounding penalty on Austin Waller. Now the official comes over and talks to Coach Hawkins on the sideline. We await the official announcement. I think we're going to get that announcement sometime soon. Officials still kind of talking. There we are, intentional grounding on Austin Waller, and this will bring up a very long situation. That's also a loss of down on that penalty. So the ball marked all the way down to the 14-yard line. The Lions would need to get all the way up to the 46. Some quick math there means they need to get 32 yards to get a first down. That's a good position to be if you're a defensive player right now. Pin the ears back and try to get a turnover. 4 receivers set, 2 each direction. Back goes in motion. And here's a throw out to the wing, and not much happening out there. Quick tackle made by Paul Henry. Third down upcoming now for the Lions. Been a tough preseason for Linn-Mar. They have not yet been able to practice on their own field. They've been practicing at the middle school in Marion. They're putting in a brand new field turf at Linn-Mar Stadium, and it has not been completed yet. So their first home game of the season is being moved to Cedar Rapids Prairie next week. That against Pleasant Valley. Hy-Vee will play Linn-Mar over at Cedar Rapids Prairie. Lions won't have a true home game until week 5 of the season. And now it is 4th down. I think there was some confusion on the Linn-Mar sidelines about the loss of down on that penalty. So it is 4th down. The punting unit comes out. And a great opportunity here for the Muskies. Paul Henry back to receive this punt, along with Braden Lane. Punter standing on his 2-yard line. Gets it away. It's a short kick. Got to get away from that one. Let it bounce. And taking a chance right there is Henry. Gets away with it as he feels the punt inside of Linn-Mar territory, and that's where the Muskies will take over. First time inside the opponent's side of the field this season. Take advantage right now and punch it in. Be a new kicking situation here for the Muskies this year. They get down inside field goal range as Sophia is gone. She graduated. Those duties will be decreed elsewhere. Here we go, first down. And the give is to Kozad. Kozad trying to run up the middle. Some second effort gets him a couple of extra yards near the 40-yard line. Got those legs moving, and Kozad a couple of extra.
Yeah, but off fairway. And we'll start.
Second down and 7 upcoming. For the Muskies, we're down to 2.5 minutes. Still no score tonight between the Muskies and Lions. Receiver set off to the near side. The give. And there's a hole inside the 35, a first down. I believe that is a good run right there by the Muskies. Braden Lane. Third first down of the night for Muscatine.
33, Muskie, first down.
Batty under center. Batty gives off again, and there's another hole. Looks like maybe the same play. Braden Lane, not the same result, but still a nice pickup on first down. Gets the ball down to about the 29-yard line.
On the 29.
Getting us closer to the First National Bank red zone. First quarter ticking away down to the last 100 seconds. 2nd and 6. They'll split Daniel Adams off to the near side. Turn, and the give is to Kozad. Kozad running hard, not much there. However, he picked up a couple of yards. And a big third down situation upcoming for the Muskies. From here, you're looking at about a 45-yard field goal. Not sure Coach Hawkins is comfortable with that. This may be a 4-down situation right now for the Muskie offense. Adams split off to the near side. Batty takes the snap. Batty gives up to Kozad, bounces off the first defender and stumbles forward, close to a first down, a couple of yards shy, down to the 25-yard line. 4th down and 2 upcoming for Muscatine. And Coach Hawkins will keep the offense on the field right now. We'll have to get off a play, however. 28 seconds on the play clock, 33 on the game clock, so can't quite run down the quarter and talk about this 4th down play. They'll just have to go with it here. 4th and 2, tight formation. Quarterback sneak, not a whole lot there. I don't think he got it. There is a flag coming in. We'll see what that's about. From the field judge way in the backfield. So we'll check the flag, and if it's not beneficial, it's going to be Linn-Mar ball. Clock stopped at 14 seconds left. And it is a chop block called on Muscatine. They'll decline that, and Linn-Mar takes over on downs. 4th and 2, Coach Hawkins decided to go quarterback sneak, and that did not come up roses. So promising drive falls short at the 25-yard line, and we got probably one play left here in this first quarter. Almost have liked to seen them go some play action pass there. Somebody on the flat try to get the ball through the air. Only tried it once thus far in this game. Catch that defense off guard. Linn-Mar comes back out. They'll send 2 receivers off to the near side of the field, off to the right. One comes in motion. Waller takes the snap, pitches to his back, and he's got a big hole, and he's got a first down. They move the chains as the first quarter is going to come to an end. Jackson Severson. They'll stop the clock to move those chains, but I believe now they'll start it, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter tonight. Linn-Mar 0, Muscatine 0. This is the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters,
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property. Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing.
Back here's quarter number 2. Linn-Mar with the ball, first and 10. Not much on that play as Severson picks up a couple of yards.
Jackson Severson, the ball carrier. He's tackled by
Great start to the season here for the Muskie defense.
on the 41.
Turned away the first 2 cracks at it by Linn-Mar. Linn-Mar's got the ball for the 3rd time now. They're their best starting field position of the night. And they'll have a new quarterback out there now, Abe Benning, into the game for the Lions. As Coach Tim Lavelle platooning his signal callers here in game number 1. Benning under center, turns, fakes it, rolls out, throws the ball wide open receiver, and some room to run out of bounds inside of Muscatine territory. That's Jackson on a big gain for the Lions, T.J. Jackson. Muskie fans may remember he had a big game last year in the opener. Came in the second half.
Ball is on the 36.
Couple of touchdowns.
First down.
Moved to receiver this year and picks up a big reception there. So first big test right now for this Muskie defense as the Lions are marching. First and 10, 36-yard line. 2 receivers split to the left. Benning gives off Severson up the middle, has some room, spins near a first down, and they will move the chains. So back-to-back big plays by the Lions, and they're knocking on the doorstep right now of the Muskie end zone.
That's another Lions. First down.
Keep our eye on Paul Henry over there. Looks to be trying to get a cramp out or something in his leg. Benning turns, gives to Severson. Severson rams up the middle, picking up about 5 yards on first down. Cramping always an issue in week 1. Players just aren't ready for game action. Their bodies aren't ready for game action so much. Usually a little hotter night. Wearing some black uniforms, though the sun is down, that shouldn't really affect it right now. But Henry is definitely trying to get loose over there. All right, 2 receivers off to the left. Henry now moves off to the right here. He's going to be coming in on a blitz. And now here's a rollout and looks to throw under pressure. Down he goes. Great play by the Muskies. Sack City right there for Lincoln Brookhart. Well, that's just what the doctor ordered for this Muscatine defense. A big stop on second down will bring up a 3rd and long for Linn-Mar. And welcome to the game, Mr. Benning. .9:35 left, second quarter. Big 3rd down and 13 upcoming for the Lions. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Benning back to throw over the middle. He lets it go. He has a man, and that is near the first down. And they do have enough to move the chains. Big throw right there by Benning on 3rd and long.
Ball is on the 13, and that's another Lions. First down.
Mark the ball at the 13, 1st and 10, Linn-Mar. Ball on the left hash. They'll send two receivers off to the short side of the field. Benning under center. Takes the snap, turns, gives off to Severson, and Severson's brought down in the backfield by a couple of Muskie defenders. Evan Frankie and Cameron Evans on the tackle. Loss on the play, second down, and 11 upcoming for the Lions.
Only 15. Second 12.
One receiver each direction for Benning under center. Two backs behind him. Benning turns, looks to throw, looks to the end zone, still looking, throws. The ball over the head of the intended receiver, incomplete. Third down and 11 upcoming for Linn-Mar. Where the Lions are, if you can hold them here, they'll likely try to put points on the board, go for the field goal. But a big third down play upcoming now for this Muskie defense. Two receivers off to the near side again. On the short side of the field. Out of the shotgun is Abe Benning. Man comes in motion, that's Jackson. Benning has the snap. Benning gives off to the back. And he gets down to about the 10-yard line, and a fourth down situation upcoming now for the Lions. And out comes the kicking team as the Lions try to strike first tonight. Either way, good job by this Muskie defense keeping Linn-Mar out of the end zone. Mitchell Fram will do the place kicking. 5'8" senior. Tough angle on this kick. Ball will be on the left hash. This will be a 28-yard attempt for Fram. Ball is down, the kick is up, and the kick is just inside the upright good. And the Lions get on the board first tonight. 3-0 over Muscatine.
Muskie 0, 7 minutes, 18 seconds remaining.
As we have 7:18 to go in quarter number 2 on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Glad you can join us here tonight. Week 1 of the season just getting underway here, and already you can tell this is a different Muscatine football team, a team with much more confidence and a team playing with much more ability as well. Last year, as ugly as it was at times, paying dividends right now, getting those guys playing time last year. And now they come back this year with that under their belt. You can just notice the difference tonight against a quality opponent in the Linn-Mar Lions. Now that said, the defense is doing a heck of a job. The offense needs to get the ball into the end zone. See if we can get a play here on special teams. Dangerous duel back there of Lane and Henry. Sounds a bit like a law firm. We'll see if they can turn this one around and get a nice return as Fram sets the ball up at the 40-yard line. Sun's completely set. The lights have taken effect here at Community Stadium. Just a beautiful night for football. New scoreboard, new uniforms, new season. Here we go. Fram kicks a high one. It's short, however, and Lane will take it at the 5. He's up to the 20. Gets hit, stays on his feet, and stumbles forward to around the 24-yard line. And that's where Batty will bring out the troops, trying to strike the first touchdown of the night. Don't forget, next week we're on the road up to Iowa City. Take on Iowa City West, who lost last night to Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Very manageable drive. If you're not making the drive, we invite you to tune in and watch the game. We will be there for you on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, PCTV, MPW Cable Channel 3, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire. We got you covered. Here's the quick give on the sweep play, and then going nowhere is Luke Hardy.
Hardy, the ball carrier. Picked up near the 22.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 upcoming now for the Muskies. 6:50 left in this second quarter. 3-0. Linn-Mar has the lead. Receiver set off to the far side of the field, short side. Now they're going to switch it up and go unbalanced. Here's the give, and Ty Kozad picks up a couple. Back to the original line of scrimmage, but a 3rd down and 10 upcoming. The Muskies may have to put this ball in the air. Daniel Adams comes back into the ball game as Diamond Cray will come out. Adams splits off to the left. Under center, that's Batty. Now, well, we got an early movement there on the left guard. And that's going to move things back about 5 yards. Evan Frankie got started a little bit early. That's going to cost the Muskies 5.
5-yard penalty, puts the ball up to 19. 3rd and 15.
So they'll mark it back to the 19-yard line. 3rd and 15 now for Batty. Man goes in motion. There's the toss back to him, and not a whole lot going there. As a punting situation, Luke Hardy could never find the edge.
Luke Hardy, the ball carrier.
DJ Hawkins, head coach for Muscatine, very conservative here with this offense so far. Only 1 pass attempt tonight as we were midway through the second quarter. The Muskies will have to punt this ball away, and standing back at the 5-yard line will do that. Nice snap, kick is up, and it's a line drive out to the 50. Nice bounce, the ball's fumbled, and it's loose, and I think Linn-Mar got it back. Oh, so close right there. Paul Henry knows he was so close to getting the ball back, and Henry looks to be favoring that leg again. He's limping around a little bit. Trying to stretch out. Yeah, he's having some cramping issues. We'll keep our eye on Henry. He will stay out there on defense, however. Those are the breaks you need, though, to pick up a win against a quality team. You got to get those 50-50 balls. That one goes Linn-Mar's way. And they'll have the ball back here with 5:05 left in quarter number 2. Storming out on the field and coming right to the line of scrimmage are the Lions. And now they're going to call timeout. Well, they called well, we'll talk about that later. Let's take a timeout ourselves. 3-0 Lions have the lead.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a 0-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a 0-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Roman Glenmine back here at Community Stadium, and out of timeout, the Lions are now set and looking to throw. And he's got a man wide open, and that's going to be the first score of the ball game. Miscommunication on defense there. Not sure that was Henry's responsibility or not. He was the closest man. But the big tight end was free and goes on in to score. And the Lions adding on to their lead. Keaton Roskop, junior tight end, found himself all alone and tried it to the end zone with 4:57 to go. It's now 9-0. We have our first touchdown of the season here. A little swinging gate action right now on the extra point. See what develops. They snap the ball, going to go for 2, trying to find the end. Now they're throwing it. Now how about that? Not good for the Muskies, but kind of entertaining to watch. And there's a flag on the play, and maybe that's why it worked. Anytime you get a weird formation like that, you're probably going to end up with laundry on the field. And I'm guessing, I don't even want to guess. We're just going to wait and see what this crew decides to call. They're taking their time, as they have previously tonight. Very patient officiating crew. For the moment, it's 11-0. And the pass was over the line of scrimmage. So take those points off the board. That should be a loss of down as well. That should be no points and 9-0. For the meantime, Linn-Mar still got their extra point unit out on the field, so now the officials are going to try to figure this one out. And yep, I was right. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. We're going to wait and see. It looks like it's not a loss of down. That should be a loss of down, right? I don't know. Doesn't matter what I think. What they think in the pinstripes on the field is what matters, and they are going to move the ball back and let Linn-Mar try to kick the extra point now. Left-footed kicker. Snaps down, kick is up, and it splits the uprights good, and that makes it 10-0. Linn-Mar will be right back on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source? You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a 0-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a 0-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Rolling Clementine back here at Community Stadium. Linn-Mar has just scored a touchdown. Nice completion to the tight end, Roskop. Kind of an unknown in the Cedar Rapids Metro, but that's a name you're going to hear the next couple of years. Roskop, he's already got some interest from some Division I schools. Young man, star on their track team. Get this, those of you that follow track, Roskop throws the discus and the shot put, but also anchors the 4x100 and 4x200 either relay teams. Got some strength and some speed there in that young tight end. Officials meeting right now and discussing something before this kickoff. As always, kickoffs brought to you by NPW Cable Advertising, powered by ICAN. Don't forget to reach out to Wojo for your local cable advertising needs. Looks like we are talking to Coach Hawkins on the sideline, so whatever is being discussed is probably not going to go in Muscatine's favor. It's a lengthy conversation. Now, The head official is going to come on over. And we'll get everything straightened out. We'll get back to football here. 4:57 left in this first half. Linn-Mar off to a 10-0 lead. Enough time right now. You're still in this ballgame. If you can get a nice drive here, get some points before halftime, that would be perfect. Even at 10-0, it's all right, but you got to get some first downs. Your defense is really, except for that one letdown, has done a great job. Quick kick now, trying to get it on the onside. Trickeration, the ball's loose, and I think the Lions may have it. Lions sideline is jumping up and down. And just like that, onside kick goes the way of the Linn-Mar Lions. Recovered at the 45-yard line. You can't fall asleep, and the special teams unit just did that. Well, that's one of those plays that you practice, that Linn-Mar has practiced, and that's one of those things where you get a game like today. It's the opening game. You spent the last 3+ weeks gearing up for this one game. That's a lot of practice time. You can put in little wrinkles like that. And that one pays off for the Lions right now. Now the defense is going to have to suck it up, go right back out on the field, and now we have another stoppage of play. And I believe we have a timeout called by Muscatine. We'll take it along with them. 9-0, actually it should be 10-0 right now. Linn-Mar has the lead.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Okay.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing.
Back here at Community Stadium, and a long pass play right there by the Lions. Completed down inside the 20 to the 19. So that long discussion between the coaches and the officials, we now may have gained some insight to it. The score is 9-0. They kicked the extra point, but they shouldn't have. I believe it should have been a loss of down on that penalty, and I think that's what they finally figured out, and they took the point off the board. I feel a little bit better about myself saying that it should have been a loss of down, because I think that's what was finally called and corrected. Here's the play on the sweep, jet sweep, trying to find a hole, and some nice moves right there by the shifty slot receiver, Trzynski, and gets the ball close to a first down to the 11-yard line. So the confusion set aside now. It is 9-0 Linn-Mar, under 4 minutes to play here in this first half. Second down and 2 upcoming. Defense needs to stand up one more time here. Try to keep Linn-Mar out of this end zone. Under center is Wallace. He gives off. Has the corner, has the edge into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Ben Blackford.
Ben Blackford, the ball carrier, touchdown, Lions.
Ben Blackford did some damage last year against Muscatine, and he's found the end zone again tonight. He had 2 touchdowns in that game last year. Gets down to the end zone here, and all of a sudden, the score now 15-0 Linn-Mar. So the mistake on special teams comes back to bite Muscatine, and the Lions' extra point is up, and this one is good, and I believe that point will stand for sure. So 3:27 left in the second quarter. It's now 16-0 Linn-Mar. We'll be right back on to Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters,
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Back here at Community Stadium, 3:27 left in the first half. Linn-Mar gonna kick it away this time. It's a short kick. Taken out there by the Muskies and looking for a hole. Not much running room for Muscatine, and they'll start the ball just outside the 20-yard line, and slow to get up is Paul Henry.
He's tackled by Muskie.
That young man is fighting through some pain tonight as he comes off the field right now.
Muskies from their own 24.
He's been favoring that leg and goes right to the ground when he reaches the sidelines. And hopefully a trainer can go over there and maybe help him out a little bit with his cramping issues. 3:21 left. Muskies need a drive. Goes in motion. Ball is given up to Kozak. Kozak has some room. First down and more to the 40, to midfield. Kozak down to the 40, down to the 30, trying to get the corner. And the speedster has the first big play of the season. No flags on the field. Muskies in business down to the 23-yard line. Ty Kozak showing off that speed, and now he hits the ground, but I think he just tripped over one of his teammates. He's all right. That 4.3340 speed on display right there, and a big strike by the Muskie offense. As the purple and gold in business, batting under center, hands off. Lane is going to be brought down into the backfield. So you got to throw the ball. I just feel like you got to just put the ball in the air once here. Their defense is shooting those gaps and looking for the run.
29, second and 15.
Second and 15 upcoming as Adams into the game right now. Adams will split off to the right. Hardy wings to the left. Back to throw. Rolling right, putting it up, and he's got Kozak to the 20, down to the 15. Close to a first down, out of bounds. Not quite enough for a first down, but still into the First National Bank red zone are the Muskies for the first time tonight. Perhaps. There's a flag on the field, kind of shielded there by the coaching staff. And
Illegal procedure against the Muskies.
a legal procedure will nullify the nice pitch and catch right there from Batty to Kozak. And officially, we are not in the First National Bank red zone.
Penalty puts the ball in the 34.
So that had a big penalty right there, all the way back to the 34-yard line. Ball would have been down to about the 16, so 18-yard difference. Man split off to the left. The give is to Kozad, and he goes nowhere. Loss on the play, and now third down and very, very long for Muscatine as the clock is under 2 minutes to play. Kind of feels like a two-down situation here. If you can pick up about 10 yards on third down, you might as well go for it on fourth. Receiver split off to the left. That's Diamond Craig. Man goes in motion. That's Hardy. The give. And going nowhere on the play is Lincoln Brookhart. And now Linn-Mar is probably going to take a timeout to conserve some clock, and they do. We'll take a timeout alongside 1:24 left before halftime on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters,
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Fourth down and 24 from the 36-yard line. Caught in no man's land right here. That's too far to kick a field goal. That would be a 51-yarder. Kind of too short to punt. So the offense remains on the field, needing to get 24 yards on this play. The ball's handed off and fumbled and goes out of bounds. Not sure that's what Coach Hawkins had drawn up. So the ball goes out of bounds, and that's where Linn-Mar will take over after the fumble on fourth down and 24. Lions get it back with 1:19 left before halftime, leading 16-0. Before the game, the Muscatine softball team honored on the sidelines, coming off a successful season that ended up in Fort Dodge. Muskies brought home that third place trophy. Quite the season for the softball team, and they got a nice round of applause tonight. Well-deserved round of applause from this huge crowd. Linn-Mar sets three receivers, two to the left, one to the right. Man goes in motion now. Back to throw is Benning. Benning looking, the ball dangerously close to being intercepted, and again limping is Paul Henry. Just can't quite get rid of the cramping issues in his leg. Incomplete, second down and 10 upcoming now for the Lions. Clock down to 1:14. They'll set two receivers off to the far side of the field, one to the left. Abe Benning back to throw. Benning looking. Benning gets rid of it. The ball is caught, but it will be a loss on the play, and it will keep the clock running. A mistake there by the Lion receiver, as he lost yardage and kept the clock running on the play, and under 1 minute to play now in this first half. Third down and long upcoming. And now the clock will stop, and perhaps the Muskies want to think about using a timeout, and they do. So Muscatine will take a timeout. We'll keep it here on this one with 49 seconds to go before halftime. As the Muskies think about getting the ball back right now. You get one stop, force them to punt. Who knows? You get a nice return on it, maybe get some points before halftime. Like the thinking right now. It's aggressive coaching, but winning coaching right there, calling that timeout. You can't take them to Hy-Vee and buy anything. I gotta timeout, I'd like to get a loaf of bread. That doesn't work, so you got to spend them, and Coach Hawkins spends one right now in the final minute of the second quarter. We'll recap the first half of action during our Muscatine Long Power halftime show upcoming. We'll hopefully get some scores from around the area as well, get you updated on this big first Friday of the high school football season, all coming up in a matter of moments. Third down and long for the Lions. They'll set two receivers to the right, one to the left. Benning back to throw. Benning looking over the middle. Under pressure. Escapes somehow. Throws the ball and is caught. A big gain to the 50. A first down into the 40 and cutting nicely. Still on his feet. And now brought down inside the 30-yard line. Whoa. That play was so close to a sack. Looked like it may have been intercepted for a moment. But out of nowhere comes the receiver. And it ends up being a big play for Dylan Mazinski. And the Lions, as now 36 seconds left, they hustle to the line of scrimmage to try to score before halftime, and they'll spike the ball and stop the clock. 30.7 seconds left. Lions still have a couple of timeouts at their disposal, according to the scoreboard, so deciding not to take one there with 30 seconds to go. Oh, his defense is just so close to making a big play. Much improved over last year, but just a little behind where they want to be. Benning, play fake, throws it over the middle, has his man into the end zone. Touchdown. It's Roscoff once again, and the Lions score before halftime. Well, you see some defenders hanging their heads right now. They've played a pretty solid first half. Probably a bit gassed. They've been out on that field a long time on defense here in this first half, and that is a tough tight end to cover right there. So 22-0. Extra point upcoming for the Lions. This game is just kind of sneaking away from Muscatine right now. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick never got off the ground. No good, and it's 22-0. We're going to take a quick break and be back with the final 24 seconds after this.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Back at Community Stadium, just 24 seconds left here in this first half. At times, promising first half for the Muskies have kind of slipped away here in the second quarter. That onside kick kind of changed this outlook of this game, kind of took some of the breath away from that Muskie defense. Disheartening play. And the game is still not out of reach, but it's a good thing halftime.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Kind of crack into this lead a little bit. Here's the kick from, it's a high one, short. Will be fielded by Henry at the 6. Hesitates, waits for some blocks. They never come, and he's brought down at about the 17-yard line with just 15 seconds on the clock. Don't expect anything too aggressive here from Coach Hawkins. Linn-Mar will start off the second half with the ball. They deferred, one toss deferred, so they'll get the ball to start the third quarter. Already up 22-0. See what the Muskies decide to do here, if they have a ace up their sleeve or not here with 15 seconds left. Man goes in motion. The give is to the man coming this way, and flags fly, and that's probably going to be a holding. We'll wait and see. Lane on the carry. That is holding on the Muskies. Halftime really can't come soon enough right now for this Muscatine team. It's just discombobulated right now out there, might be the word to use. The fire is gone, and the team needs to kind of regroup a little bit. 22-0, 9 seconds left. And 89 yards away from pay dirt. Batty will take the snap. Ball's given to the up man. That's Kozad, and he'll pick up a few yards. We'll pad his totals a little bit, but it will bring us to halftime. And at intermission, it's been all Lions. They lead 22-0 over your Muscatine Muskies. Halftime show coming up after this. You're watching Muskie football on Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone can make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters.
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
Even in the buying experience, we know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like
Great.
this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Affordable Metal Manufacturing provides cut-to-length rolled metal panels for commercial, residential, and agricultural roofing. We take pride in delivering our products with a short lead time, normally 3 days or less. Our panels are cut to the nearest eighth of an inch for greater efficiency and less waste. Affordable Metal can even roll your panels on site. Call today for a free quote and let us become your preferred supplier. Affordable Metal Manufacturing. Our business is rolling.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially in the strength and durability of our mowers. So you know your Hustler will stand the test of time. We think the difference is obvious. With our welded fabricated steel deck, high-strength 11-gauge one-piece frame, and the precision control of our smooth track steering, anyone can mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for your.
I want to thank the sponsors who make it possible for us to bring you Muscatine athletics all season long on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network. Hy-Vee, Muscatine Power and Water, Bear of Muscatine, Muscatine Lawn and Power, River Rehab, Great River Tire, Bosch Pest Control, Waffle and Pancake House, the Muscatine Symphony Orchestra, and Muscatine Charities, and the Burrito Factory. Go for a burrito right now. Halftime here at Community Stadium. It is 22-0 Linn-Mar. Welcome into the Muscatine Lawn and Power halftime show. I'm Roland Glenbine. It was a promising start to the game tonight. I know the scoreboard. If you're just tuning in, you see 22-0. You're like, oh no, here we go again. But this is a much better effort tonight than what we saw last year. I think that is fair to say, despite what that scoreboard says. Muskies got the ball first, got a couple of first downs on their first drive, and the defense turned away this Linn-Mar offense. Now, mind you, Linn-Mar is playing without their star running back, who is he's in street clothes out of tonight's game. So Carter Henderson had 1,100 yards last year rushing, not playing tonight, but nonetheless is a very powerful offense. And to start this game, and especially that first quarter, it was a great job by this Muskie defense holding Linn-Mar to just a field goal in that first quarter. It was 3-0 after one before an onside kick kind of just really turned the thing. It was just kind of one of those freak plays, little trick plays. It caught the Muskies front line on the kick return off guard, and it was a quick kick recovered by Linn-Mar, and it kind of changed the momentum of this game. And they you could see the shoulders kind of like, oh no, here we go. And sure enough, it led to a touchdown. It's the big tight end, Keaton Roskop, scored. It was wide open, blown coverage on the play, a long touchdown pass. Touchdown was scored. The extra point was initially good for 2, but there was a flag on the play as the guy throwing the ball was over the line of scrimmage. So loss of down, extra point no good, 9-0 at that point. Linn-Mar would add a couple of more touchdowns in the second quarter. A Blackford 11-yard run made it 16-0, and then Roskopf again, a catch in the final minute. Extra point no good, and that made the score 22-0 at the break. Linn-Mar coming out and opening things up. They'll open up the third quarter with the ball as well. As you're watching the Muscatine marching band put on a show right now, which includes songs from the Rolling Stones, which I'm excited about. Never go wrong with the Stones. So as we watch them, you gotta feel a little deflated by the score, but you gotta feel kind of good by how this team came out and showed some life. And hopefully Coach Hawkins is lighting that fire underneath this team right now, because there is some definite talent there and some ability to do things on this team. I would just like to see them maybe just balance out the offense a little bit more. It's going to be a run-first offense, we know that, but maybe sprinkle in a few more passing plays would help loosen things up along that line and help the running backs kind of get some holes, because right now there's not a whole lot of holes for Kozad and company to do anything on the ground. So that's where we are in this one. We got scores from around the region and more to get to here on the Muscatine Lawn and Power halftime show. Take a quick break, however. Right now it's 22-0 Linn-Mar over your Muskies.
Let's hear it for the mighty Muskie Marching Band. Thank you, Muskies, for supporting the band year after year.
Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
We are looking for a zero-turn lawnmower.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters,
Can I test drive that one?
In the store?
even in the buying experience. We know you want to buy from someone who knows what they're talking
We're
about.
looking for a zero-turn mower.
Like this guy.
First thing you need to know is what's the size of your property? Are there any obstacles?
Head to your local Hustler dealer and talk to a lawnmower expert.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality.
Rolling Glenvine back here at Community Stadium. Halftime between the Linn-Mar Lions and your Muskies. Checking out some scores from around the MAC Conference and some other notable scores. Bettendorf trails Urbandale tonight 10-7 at halftime. That game being played in Urbandale. Pleasant Valley is beating up Cedar Rapids Prairie 21-0. Pleasant Valley, a lot of preseason hype. That is a top 10 showdown. And the Spartans having their way at the break right now, 21-0. Over at Brady Street Stadium, North Scott leads Davenport North 20-7 at the break. Central of DeWitt is on top of Davenport Central, 40-0 in the second quarter. Davenport West has a lead on Clinton, 14-0 in the second quarter there. And a game, a lot of fun, and we haven't talked about yet. Liberty, Iowa City Liberty leads Iowa City High 9-0 in the second quarter. That game being played at Kinnick Stadium. First high school game to be played at Kinnick since 1980. Back then it was Bettendorf and Cedar Rapids, Washington. But you got to go back 42 years since they played a high school game at Kinnick. They're doing that tonight. Huge crowd on hand, and Liberty has the lead against what was thought to be one of the better teams coming into this season in Iowa City High. So we'll keep our eye on that, and maybe Liberty is a power this year. Game last night, we mentioned it earlier, Cedar Rapids Kennedy defeats Iowa City West 28-19. Iowa City West is what's next for Muscatine. They'll head there next week, Friday night. A beautiful facility on the west side of Iowa City. We'll be bringing that game to you. Hopefully the Muskies can come back and maybe be fighting to go 2-0. We'll see. Still plenty of time to go here tonight. 22-0 on the scoreboard. That's just 3 touchdowns. Get this offense going. It looked to have a spark there in that final few minutes of the second quarter. Ty Kozad broke off a huge run. Got the ball down inside the 25-yard line, and they would get it inside the 20, but a penalty brought that back. And that's as far as this Muscatine offense has gone tonight against the Linn-Mar defense. See if they can turn things around here in the second half of action. The schedule, we really talked about that. If you followed Muskie sports last year, well, the schedule's the same as last year. It's just the mirror opposite. Home games are now road games are home games, and that means it's another tough season for the Muskies. No breaks schedule-wise, at least. If teams live up to their expectations, week in and week out, the Muskies are going to have a tough game, and at least until maybe the end, last couple of weeks, maybe a couple of breathers there. We'll see, but no easy test as it starts off tonight with Linn-Mar, and then you go on to Iowa City West, Bettendorf in week 3, at Pleasant Valley in week 4. Trip up to the Unidome this season, long trip up I-380 and take on Cedar Falls Tigers. No trips to Dubuque, however. Both Dubuque teams having to come here this year. Hempstead and Senior in back-to-back weeks. And then back-to-back trips to end the season up at Brady Street Stadium against Davenport North and Davenport West. That's how things will play out this year for the Muskies, hoping to take the next step, just improve, come out here, and it looks like they have the ability to do that for sure. And that first quarter kind of played out to our expectations. We knew we were going to see a better unit out there on the field. First quarter definitely shown that tonight. And then that onside kick, I think, just kind of knocked the guys down a little bit, and hopefully get fired up here, and we'll see a better effort here in the second half. We'll start on defense. This defense has definitely been on the field longer than the offense tonight. Linn-Mar controlling the time of possession. Do not have the official stats on that, but I feel safe in saying that as the clock ticks down to zeros, and we'll have kickoff coming up here in a moment. The first kickoff of the season for the Muskies. Of course, kickoffs brought to you by MPW Cable Advertising, powered by ICAN. Don't forget to reach out to Wojo for your local cable advertising needs. Big thanks go out to Muscatine Lawn and Power for bringing us the halftime show tonight as well. But we are set to begin the third quarter of action. Now the Muskies going left to right in this third quarter. And why not? Let's have a little stoppage. Whistles are definitely working here in week 1. So we got whatever we had to figure out. I think we had to set the scoreboard up. We got that set, and we're ready to go here in the third quarter of action. I'm Roland Glenbein. Glad you could join us here. Week 1 of Muskie football on Discover Muscatine Sports Network. The ball is set, and the kick is up. A high, deep, nice kick there down to the goal line. Return has a lane. Look out. Got to bring him down. He's loose to the 40. To midfield. Cuts back and goes out of bounds. That's Jackson. All the way down inside of Muskie territory. Nice kick. The coverage, not so nice. So the Linn-Mar Lions will start off their first possession of the second half inside of Muskie territory. The ball officially marked at the 47-yard line. Lions have been platooning quarterbacks tonight. They go back to their starter, the sophomore, Austin Waller. Receivers set in each direction. Waller out of the gun will hand off, and picking up a couple of yards and being brought down there is Ben Blackford. Blackford had a touchdown in that first half. Blackford 4 touchdowns last season, 320 yards. 2 of his 4 touchdowns came against Muscatine in week 1. Blackford remains in the game. He's on the left hip of his quarterback, Waller. Second down and 6, and quarterback will keep it, rolls to the left, has a block, and gets out of bounds. Enough for the first down. Linn-Mar moves the chains again. Good job there by the QB, Austin Waller. Keeping it and moving the chains. And just like that, the Linn-Mar knocking on the door again. Muscatine got to make a play on defense. Big guys up front getting pushed around a little bit. Got to push back. Waller takes the snap, falls down, and loss on the play. Little option play. He faked the handoff and tried to get the feet moving. Fred Flintstone style, just fell down right there at the line of scrimmage. So second down, and we'll call it 11 upcoming for the Lions. Big Sergio Becerra needs to make a play up there. Among the guys up front, Evan Frankie there as well on that defensive line. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Man comes in motion now. Snap. Waller back to throw. Looks to the left. Flat. Has the man. Falls down but makes the catch anyway. Close to a first down. They'll stop the clock and decide to move the chain. So just enough for a Linn-Mar first down. Hard to believe that's the first high school game at Kinnick Stadium in 40 plus years. Said they just decided to reach out to the officials over there, and Iowa not playing this week. Their first game is a week from tomorrow, so everything kind of worked out logistically. Man comes in motion. Fake off, hand off, and now the keeper, and now no, down the sidelines. Tight rope in and out of bounds inside the 10. Another great job by Austin Waller. He's got a little bit of speed at that quarterback position. So far, Waller has proved to be the more dangerous of the two quarterbacks. That's why he's starting. Into the game now for the Muskies. Zach Stoltzfus, I'll get that right. Took a chance. Give me credit for taking a stab at it. First and goal for Linn-Mar. Give to the first man through, not much there. Give it to the big guy up front, number 52, getting the ball on the handoff. Deep in our roster for that one, Sam Watts. Listed as a 6'3", 215-pound defensive lineman, got the handoff. Brings up second and goal. Double tight formation, 3 men in the backfield. Give off to Blackford. He's fighting towards the goal line, comes up just short. Bring up a third down and goal inside the 1 yard line for Linn-Mar. Now is where you might want to give it to the big defensive lineman, but he's leaving the game. 8:50 left, third quarter. Workman-like drive right now by the Linn-Mar Lions. Twin receivers off to the short side of the field. Out of the shotgun. Pitch to the back into the end zone. That's a little bit too easy. Touchdown, Lions. Ben Blackford once again. Ben Blackford's second touchdown of the night. Droskup has the other two, and extra point upcoming now for Linn-Mar as they have opened this up to a comfortable lead. 28-0. Crom into kick. Ball's down. Kick is up. And this one is through the uprights. Good. And with 8:32 to go in quarter number 3, it's Linn-Mar 29, Muscatine nothing. This is the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know,
Roland Glenbine back here at Community Stadium, and the ball has just fallen off the tee again. It needs a new tee or a new ball or something. That's about the fourth time tonight that ball has fallen off. See the kicker put it down, walk away, and look over his shoulder real quick. Mitchell Fromm. Looks like the ball is going to stay for him this time, and the guys up front are ready just in case. Onside kick was successful earlier. This one is kicked deep, however. Henry will take it, bobble it, pick it up at the 5. Henry up to the 15. Henry met by 3 defenders and brought down at the 16-yard line. And again, it's a long field awaiting your Muskies. All right, first possession of the second half. We'll see what kind of adjustments Coach Hawkins made. We'll get the ball in the air a little bit here or stick to the ground. That's the question. Man split off to the left. And back to throw. New quarterback in the game, and the ball is intercepted. Sawyer Zeck pass may have been deflected, and it's picked off. And another turnover by the Muskies has Linn-Mar in great position already to the 31-yard line. So Sawyer Zeck in the game at quarterback. He played there last year some. Searching the sidelines right now, looking for Batty to make sure that he's there and all right. Meanwhile, back to throw. Linn-Mar, man wide open and off the fingertips. That was a for sure touchdown. Roskop just dropped it. He had touchdown number 3 right there. Couldn't have been thrown any better. Off the fingertips and incomplete. Break for the Muskies. Second down and 10 upcoming for Linn-Mar. 2 receivers to the right. High snap, brought down, looking to throw, rolling to the left, has a man, off the hands, it's up for grabs and incomplete. Tip ball drill there, just couldn't go the right direction and falls harmlessly to the ground. 3rd and 10 upcoming, the Lions.
Foster Baller's pass is incomplete. Bring up 3rd down.
.808 to go, quarter number 3. Austin Waller out from under center, turns, gives off to the back, and nice tackle right there by Gavin Brookhart. Shoestring tackle, stops what could have been a big play had he not made it. So 4th down upcoming. See what the Lions decide to do. You're kind of in no man's land right now. It'd be a 48-yard field goal. You're already winning by 29. Can't really punt, so you're going to end up going for it. Muskies a chance to get off the field right now. 4th down and 10. 1 receiver each way. Waller Back to throw. Waller looks, throws, has a man open. It's caught. And Linn-Mar adds 6 more. Once again, Keaton Roskop, he dropped one a minute ago. This time, made sure he grabbed it and had 6 more, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Keaton Roskop, just a junior. He's received some interest that we talked about from Division I schools. Hawkeyes have shown even a little bit of interest. So snap is down, the extra point is up, and kick is good. No good. Just off to the right, no good. So the score remains 35-0. We'll be right back on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
This one's gotten a bit out of hand here. Muskie's just trying to get something positive to build on towards next week. About to get the ball back, trailing 35-0. Fromm to kick it away. Line drive kick right to Henry. He'll field it at the 5. Sprints up to the 15, looks for a hole, gets across the 20, not much more. Now the pile moves up to the 25. Well, kept the legs turning, got a few extra yards, and the Muskies will start off from there. Clock continues to run. The rule, and as a Muskie player, is down on the field, a little slow to get up now. Hopefully that's just a cramp. Keep our eye on that. And as I'm saying, the clock will be continuously running now, except for injuries and scores and timeouts. The rule in Iowa is a 35-point lead, and the second half triggers the continuous clock. Definitely looks like a cramp situation there as the trainer's out stretching the young man. Can't really see a number, so don't want to say quite who that is without knowing. That's 68. Not. And he is up and walking off, so just a cramp situation. So good news there for Cameron Evans, as he appears to be okay. See if we stay with Sawyer Zek at quarterback. It looks like we will. So the change has been made at QB for the Muskies. Batty replaced at halftime. Sure if it was an injury situation or just a strategic situation, but Zek's in there now, and he hands off to Kozad, and Kozad goes down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10, upcoming for the Muskies.
Tackled by Jackson Severson on the 26. 2nd and 10.
Zek bobbles the snap, gets the late handoff, but Kozad able to control it and gets a nice little pickup there. A little hesitation helping out on the play. Bring up a 3rd down and manageable now, about 3rd and 4 upcoming for the Muskies. Adams comes back into the ball game now, 3rd and 4. We'll see what they do with Zach. Zach did see some playing time last year at the quarterback position, injuries forcing that. So he's no stranger to this situation. Man comes in motion and a flag flies. 2 men in motion at the same time, and that's a costly 5 yards right there. Against Muscatine, we'll push it back to 3rd and 9. Sawyer Zach was 3 of 6 last year. 9 yards passing. Now definite passing situation, 3rd and 9. And splits off far to the left. 2 men go in motion again, and that could have easily been another flag and will be. Play goes nowhere. They really should have blown that dead before it started. A lot of confusion right now on this Muskie offense. Back-to-back penalties for multiple men moving at the same time. I don't think you can decline this penalty because it should have stopped before the play. And so there was a fumble on the play, and that play will stand. So there you go. The rain turns to a torrential downpour right now as things just keep getting worse for Muscatine. Somewhere in the middle of that massive humanity on the last play, the ball came loose and was fumbled, and Linn-Mar recovers. Another turnover. Turnovers piling up now, and that's got to be a key as this season moves forward. This team's improved, but they're not to the point yet where they can be turning the ball over. There's a nice play on the defensive line. Stopping Blackburn right away. Becerra, the big man up front, the first to the spot. Big one-handed arm tackle by Becerra. So nice play there. It'll bring up 2nd down and long. The team is improved. It's to the point where the turnovers are going to kill you no matter how good you are. And that's kind of been the case tonight. That onside kick, interception, a couple fumbles. It's all kind of evident how this score has gotten out of hand. And right now, Linn-Mar trying to add more to it, looking to throw again. The ball's up for grabs. It could have been picked. And instead, it's knocked down. Nice job out there by Gavin Brookhart. They're going to Roscoff once again. That's pretty much the same play he scored the last touchdown on. That ball was hanging up there. Thought Brookhart had a chance to pick it. Was able to knock it away. So 3rd down and 10 upcoming for the Muskies. Trailing 35-0. Clock ticking down continuously right now. 3:08 and counting in 3rd quarter. 1 receiver to the left, 2 to the right. Takes the handoff, rolls left. Abe Benning looks to throw instead. Will pull it down and don't get the flag there, young man. No flag called. Okay. It gets dangerous when you're out of bounds and you're still in contact with the quarterback. But nothing thrown. Instead, it's 4th down. Ball at the 18-yard line. We'll see what Coach Tim Lavelle decides to do on the Linn-Mar sidelines. He's got his offensive unit still out there, 4th and 8. Play clock down to 15 seconds. They're just getting the play in now. Down to 8 seconds. They might have to take a timeout here. I'm not sure they're going to get this off in time. Down to 4. And now a whistle. And there is the timeout from Coach Lavelle. 2:07 left. We'll take it along with them. It's 35-0 Linn-Mar on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road.
Big fourth down play here for this Muskie defense. Scores out of hand, but these are the kind of plays you can build on right now. Fourth down and 8. Benning back to throw under some pressure. Gets away from 2 tacklers. Throws it and it's deflected. Good job there on the deflection. And it will be Muskie ball. Ty Kozad comes up big on defense, and a nice stop there by the Muskie defense. Backs against the wall after that fumble. They bowed up and got away with no more points on the board for Linn-Mar. Now some movement up front, and it looks like a free 5 yards coming as Linn-Mar jumping off sides. Big number 71, the guilty party. That's Murphy Allcutt, the junior defensive lineman for the Lions. Well, now it's just try to score. Get something positive. You got your backup quarterback in there, Sawyer Zach. Zach will hand off to Kozad. Kozad has some room. And near a first down. Kozad has so much speed. I would love to get him out in the flat. I would love maybe a swing pass, something to get him some space. He's been running all night between the tackles, and he's been running tough. He's a tough kid. He's showing that, but you got to utilize his speed a little bit more, and maybe a little swing pass, something like that would help. Final 20 seconds here in the third quarter. First down, Muscatine. Here's the handoff. Man comes in motion. He's got a little room to the 40. Cuts the corner. 45-yard line, and that will bring us to the end of the quarter. Nice run by Braden Lane. First down, Muskies. After 3, it's 35-0. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
Roland Glenbine back here at Community Stadium. A beautiful opening night until you look at the scoreboard where things are ugly. 35-0 Linn-Mar on top. Sawyer Zek in at quarterback. He took over to start this third quarter. No word yet on what happened to Landon Batty. First down and 10. Hand off to Kozad. Kozad sidesteps a defender, gets loose, has some room. Makes another man miss. He's down to the 40, to the 35, down to the 30. I scan the field, do not see any yellow. That's a big first down for Ty Kozad in the Muskies. Well, some nifty moves right there by the junior running back, Kozad. And the Muskies are knocking on the door here. 1st and 10 at the 30. Zek under center. Turns, gives it right back to Kozad. Kozad stumbles forward, maybe a couple of yards on the play. The hole he was looking for never materialized. And a 2nd and 8 upcoming now for Muscatine. This is the kind of situation, just try to get that swing pass. Get a little space for your speedster right now. Hasn't been a whole lot of room up the middle tonight for the Muskies. Adams will split off to the right. Men leave a bit early. And another penalty, proving costly. Luke Hardy was going in motion. It was the left tackle, though, who drew the penalty, and now will march off 5 yards against the Muskies back to the 34-yard line now. Clock down to 10:20 left. And split off to the wide right of your screen. Go in motion. Handoff is to the man in motion. And oh, what a big tackle out there by the Lions, as Luke Hardy was brought down by a loose Mack truck. So now a 3rd down and long. Again, this is one of those 4-down situations. Nothing to lose, trailing 35-0. Just trying to get points on the board. 3rd and 13 upcoming. So even if you don't get a first down, just get some positive yardage here. Make it a manageable 4th down play. Zach gives off to Kozad. Kozad dances at the line of scrimmage, and just 5-6 defenders. Too much to get around right there. It's like trying to drive around orange cones in the middle of the summer. Just too many of them. Too much traffic. Can't get the pedal to the metal at all tonight for this Muskie offense. So 4th down, 13, no gain on the play for Kozad. See if they let Zach put it up in the air. And yet another whistle, and it's a delay of game. So what was tough just becomes tougher. 4th and 13 turns to 4th and 18 for your backup quarterback.
Oh, really? Illegal procedure. My daughter's middle name is Pearl. Somebody puts in the 38. 4th and 18.
So after the delay of game, it's 4th and 18. Clock moving once again, down to 8 minutes left in this ball game. Adams splits off to the left. Hardy, wing right. Fake the handoff, and Zek will keep it. Not gonna get 18 yards on that call. And the Muskies will turn it over on downs. Would have liked to have been a little more aggressive there. Again, you're down 35-0. Let's give it a shot, but now the defense comes back out on the field. And despite the score, the defense, I think, has been the shining light tonight. They've shown some things. Couple of breakdowns on Roscoff notwithstanding, there's been some things to build on the defensive side of the ball tonight for Muscatine. Man goes in motion, and play was almost blown up. Somehow, quarterback got away and picked up some yardage on that play. Nice job by Abe Benning right there, avoiding disaster and getting 7 yards on the play. Don't forget to stick around after this one. We'll wrap it all up with our Hy-Vee post-game show. Check out scores from around the area. Check out the scoring tonight. And here's back to throw is Benning. Benning puts it up. It's knocked away. Nice job there by Diamond Kyrie. Diamond Cray on the stop right there. That was a nice play defensively. So another one of those just things to build on. Cray, one of the better basketball players on this Muskie team. Speaking of basketball, some big news this week. Joe Wieskamp signed a little extension, a new contract with the San Antonio Spurs. Here's the give to the man in motion, and he breaks a tackle and gets up to midfield for a Linn-Mar first down. That was Dylan Mozinski. Near midfield, the ball officially placed at the 49. So good rookie season by Wieskamp. Guy goes early to the pros, makes the money, gets married, re-signs with the Spurs. Life is good for Mr. Wieskamp. His brother will be back on the court this year for the Muskies. Here's a nice play defensively, but somehow getting away from the initial tackle are the Linn-Mar Lions, and they're able to get some positive yardage on a play that looked like it was going nowhere. That was Ben Blackford on the carry. I guess you know if you're talking basketball in the fourth quarter of a football game, things aren't going too well. 35-0 is the score. 4:20 to go in this ball game. Ball's on the loose. Picked up, though. Now thrown into the flat and somehow caught. Whole lot going on that play. A whole lot of almost for the Muscatine Muskies turns into a couple-yard completion for the Linn-Mar Lions. And a 3rd down and 7 upcoming now for the Lions. They'll place it on the right hash. Clock down to 3:48 left. So there are questions heading into week number 2, and we'll talk about those on the Hy-Vee postgame show. A couple receivers off to the left. Linn-Mar still throwing the ball around despite the big lead. Had a man out in the flat. It's caught. First down and more. Down to the 30, down to the 20. Tight ropes down the sidelines, out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So Benning finds Taden Ferguson, the junior wideout, into the game now. And he's down to the 5-yard line. Linn-Mar trying to add some insult to the injury tonight and put one more on the board as the clock ducks under 3 minutes. Receiver off to the right. Benning out of the gun. Man comes in motion. That's Jackson. Benning will give off to his back, and not much going there as Bryden Glaspie now into the ball game gets his first carry. Muscatine keeps him out of the end zone for now. Clock down, approaching the 2-minute mark. 2:15 left. So a 2nd and goal for this Linn-Mar offense. Abe Benning Splitting time at quarterback. Gives it off to the man up the middle. Oh, what a hit. At the goal line, they're saying down at the 1 yard line. So Big Zach comes up to make the hit. Stoltzfus making the hit at the 1 yard line. Didn't think I had the courage to say his last name, did you? Got it done. They're down and goal. Man comes in motion. Give to the fullback, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Linn-Mar Lions. So Tom's is credited with the touchdown. Big reserve fullback. Adding 6 more points. Now 41-0. Extra point pending. .106 left on this clock. Muscatine will get the ball one more time with it. The extra point is up, and it is no good. So we'll take one more break here. The score 41-0. Linn-Mar on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
Roland Glenbine back here at Community Stadium. Final minute of this ball game. One last chance for this Muskie offense to get that 0 off the board and get some momentum heading into next week. One more chance for Mr. Fromm to deal with the kicking tee, and things seem to be going well this time.
We are looking for a 0
Line
turn
drive
lawnmower.
kick
At Hustler
towards the goal
Turf,
line.
quality matters.
Picked up there and returned from the 15 to the 20, and not much more. And Lane returns it, and once again, Henry is dealing with some cramping issues as he's kind of limping to his feet and will come off the field. Sawyer Zach returns to the huddle. Still no word on what happened to Landon Batty, starting quarterback. We have not seen him at all in the game or even on the sidelines, and I just he might be in street clothes. I don't see him, but I have not seen him in the second half. So that's one of those question marks coming out of week 1 here. Man in motion. Zach turns, gives off to the first man through and a couple of yards. Not much up the middle tonight for this Muskie offense. Clock down to 15 seconds. We'll see if they run another play or not. Don't have to. Clock down to 8, and the man just coming in. That's probably going to end it tonight. So we'll put a bow on it and send it to the Hy-Vee postgame show. Your final score this evening: Linn-Mar Lions 41, the Muscatine Muskies 0. This Discover Muscatine Sports Network.
River Rehab Physical Therapy. Feel better, move forward.
At Hustler Turf, quality matters, especially when it comes to the driving experience.
Let's take a closer look.
Our legendary smooth track steering provides buttery smooth turns, making maneuvering around obstacles a breeze. Unlike the jerky feel of other options, our smooth track steering is so effortless, anyone could make short work of the lawn. Hustler Turf, mow like a pro.
Stop in to Muscatine Lawn and Power at 2020 Stewart Road to see Hustler quality for yourself.
You know Rivo as expert plumbers, but did you know Rivo can also be your one source for complete bathroom and kitchen remodels? With professional craftsmen doing the job for more than 30 years, experienced in tile, carpentry, and of course plumbing, Rivo can transform a dreary basement into an elegant bathroom and upgrade a worn-out kitchen using inspirational design and quality brands. Before you stand in line at a big box store, call Rivo Incorporated and see how a hometown professional can refresh and improve your home.
Roland Glenbine back here at Community Stadium, wrapping things up tonight, welcoming everyone into the Hy-Vee post-game show. The scoreboard has been turned off, and that is probably for the best. Final tonight, 41-0 Linn-Mar. You know, it's cliche to put a positive spin on the game, but it really wasn't a 41. It didn't feel as bad as last year's game. Let's say that. Last year, 63-14, similar type blowout tonight. But I tell you what, the first quarter of action, that was a different Muscatine team. There was a different feel to it, different energy about it, and especially on the defensive end of things, really kind of stuck with Linn-Mar for a good quarter, for sure. Held the Lions just 3 points in that first quarter. That onside kick really kind of was a gut punch and kind of turned the momentum a bit. I kind of just saw the shoulders kind of hang when that happened, and Linn-Mar got the ball back, and then Linn-Mar able to capitalize on it and score that touchdown. Really kind of turned this game and got the confidence swelling for the Linn-Mar Lions, and things just kind of went downhill from there for this Muskie team, who has some things to build on, and they'll go and check out the film and get things turned around, no doubt about it, as they head into week number 2. Got some business to take care of here on the post-game show. Most importantly, we got some offensive and defensive players of the game presented by Bear of Muscatine. Offensively, we're going to go with Ty Kozad for the Muskies. Kozad had a lot of carries up the middle, had a lot of big bodies to run through, and boy, did he have a nice run in that first half. Really kind of seemed to have the Muskies in position to score as he ran the ball a good 50-plus yards on that one play, but a penalty kind of set things back, and what turned into a nice positioning on the field down to the 16-yard line ended up being no points for the Muskies. Still a good start for Ty Kozad, who I think is going to have a pretty great year. He's really put in the work in the offseason and has the speed. Just got to find a way to get him into some space, and some big things are coming for Ty Kozad, who is our offensive player of the game tonight, presented by Bear of Muscatine. Defensively, well, we're going to go with big number 51 for the Muskies, Sergio Becerra. Big guy up front on the defensive line, had that clothesline tackle in the second half. Really did some nice work up front as well, putting in several stops and really some nice tackles for loss as well. So Sergio Becerra, our defensive player of the game, also presented by Bear of Muscatine. I want to thank our sponsors, as always. None of this is possible without them. Hy-Vee, Muscatine Power and Water, Bear of Muscatine, Muscatine Lawn and Power, River Rehab, Great River Tire, Bosch Pest Control, Waffle and Pancake House, Muscatine Symphony Orchestra and Muscatine Charities, and the Burrito Factory. Big thanks go out to all of them, as this just week 1. We'll be back at it again next week as we hit the road. The Muskies will play at Iowa City West 0-1 as well, as they lost their opener last night to Cedar Rapids Kennedy. So we'll see if we can turn things around and figure out what the quarterback situation is moving forward. Hopefully everything's okay with Landon Batty, and just some positives to build on as we head to week number 2. This was a lot of fun, however, despite the score. Fun team. It's going to be a fun team to follow and watch as they get better throughout the season. But for that is going to do us for us tonight here on the Discover Muscatine Sports Network, if I can get the words out. I'm Roland Gleb. I'm glad you could join us. As always, you can catch the action on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, PCTV, MPW, Cable, Channel 3, Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Until next week, I'm Roland Glembine saying good night, everybody.